Well, hello, it's your old mate Dave Spencer, back with you again, and we're messing about with the Woodhead pass today. We tried up on the pass, it was raining, so we've come back down to the roundabout at Hyde. It's quite getting busy, early afternoon. The light is pretty good. It's cloudy, but you can film in any direction, which is super. What are we going to see? I don't know. We shall see what we shall see. Anyway, when is it? Yes, it's September 2022. Yesterday was the state funeral for the late Queen Elizabeth II, and we moved on now. We've got King Charlie III, and life has got to pick up again. We've got lots of problems as a country to sort out, but God willing, we'll get there in the end. Anyway, I'll see you all later on. Ta-da for now. I've just got to change my battery in the video, so over and out for now. Is it the video? Oh no, it's not the video, it's the still camera. Goodness me, Dave, get it right. Well, anyway, I had to change the battery in something. I've got to find the blooming thing now, alright. It was in the corner of my coat pocket. The camcorder battery's not done bad today. That's taken 2.5 hours and it's still showing quite a lot more of its reserves. It really is mainly cars. Certainly doesn't seem to be any particular increase in the amount of lorries. I don't know what that points to. Well, it could just be that it's like this every day these days. I don't know. It's like it's in rush hour, but does it stay like this all afternoon? Why would you want to come this way? I'd choose a different route, go over the 62 and down, or go over to Buxton and up. I suppose it depends where you're starting out from. Okay, hold tight because we're going to swing around to the other side. Oh yes we are. Ready for it? We're going now. There we are, wasn't too bad. We transitioned slightly there, didn't we? Well, coming here and thinking about the places we film around Manchester reminds me that perhaps Trafford Park is worthy of another visit now. Seems to have been a while since I've done there. Also a while since I've done the old port at Runcorn, which is a Stobart's port, but I don't know what happens down there nowadays, so I'll have to find out. Another golden oldie, a Wobble Wedge. a few years' time you'll be able to look at this lot and absolutely astonishment and say, well, how come they didn't all have electric vehicles? Well, we don't really know what's going to happen with the commercials, do we? Because they could be hydrogen powered. I know our new Honda Jazz will be a hybrid. I was only used to hybrids in the garden. I was thinking of sort of roses or rhododendrons or something. And evidently a hybrid is half normal and half electric. So, and you can't get an ordinary one. You can't get 100% ordinary where you put petrol in it. We're going to go over to electric, and now the price of electric has soared because of the invasion by Russia of the Ukraine, or Ukraine, not allowed to call it the Ukraine, but then when it was all in the USSR it was the Ukraine, but now it's not. I think we'll be in the Commonwealth soon. We've been pitching in like mad to help them with the old Russians. What-o. Look, a coach. That is our first coach today. ABC coach hire. This is where you don't really want to get involved in this story. Do you remember I was telling you before, they all say, what are you filming? I don't mind they can ask that, but why? And who for? It's like, I say, you're the police or something, you know, and even they can't really ask. It's not worth getting into it. And sometimes you get these young youths, young louts, sort of, they still go to school but they are louts, and they dress up like hoodlums and gangsters, mobsters, or whatever you call them these days, and that it's part of their, sometimes you get to go past you and they sort of eye you up and down and say, nice camera, like, you know, we're thinking of nicking it. And then you get the other ones who use it just as a ploy to get you talking, and they're going to either rob you or pick an argument about something, or try and insult you. And I had this down in Essex the other day at Grays, where lovely Ensign have their main operation on the buses. Super bus company. But what a place to be, eh? Grays, late afternoon school services on buses, wonderful. It's the blooming things they carry that's not so wonderful. Now, I will say this. It is not anybody of an ethnic minority of any sort. I'm not even joking. I'm not saying us white Anglo-Saxons are an ethnic minority. I'm telling you, there is nothing ethnic about these louts, and that's for sure. I think the trouble with Essex is it tries to live up to the reputation that's rather nurtured of being a very uncultured, uncouth area with ugly looking women who roll over at the sight of anything with trousers. And I think when people try and live up to stereotypes, eventually they're caricatures of it, and it's not a pretty thing to engage with. Well, we're not engaging with many lorries here at the moment, are we? Crawling around. As I say, for a general sample of the traffic operating in 2022, should you be watching in the future sometime, you'll say, no, it was quite good actually. David got all the vans and the pickups, it was good. We've had quite a lot of sort of classics out of the small ones. We haven't done the ERS or Fodens, but old Scania is probably slightly more common now. What they do, you preserve it but make it earn a living as well. How would you fancy driving along and joining this queue? I don't know. Well, there's a petrol station just around the corner. I filled up at the Tesco's over the other side of the roundabout, massive big superstore, and I went and filled up there first thing, and then I got on the sort of queue to travel over the Woodhead Pass, and as you know it then rained, so I ended up coming back here, and the petrol station just down the road here was cheaper than the one at Tesco's. I've never known that before. Strange times. Oh, it's getting that time of day then. The school buses are coming out and about now. He's on his way to the school there. Well, we're wobbling surely along, heading towards the end of our third programme, and that will be the last for the day, I'm pretty sure of that. Now, you see that car there, Range Rover or whatever it is. You see, he's got himself in the wrong lane. He's going to try and cut in. Everybody else is going to work together to make sure he doesn't. What he should do is just go round the roundabout, slide into the traffic, and then he'll be in the right lane next time. But I suppose if you drive a Range Rover, you probably think you're better than everybody else, and you can just barge him out of the way. Given a wave to the lady in the car behind, really she actually intended him to cut out or not, but there we go. It is what it is. Just like we see what we see. You never know what we're going to see, do we? The lorry that just passed before, that was British Sugar, and of course we see a lot of them when I'm over at Newark, because that's where one of the few sugar beet factories survives. Well, yesterday was a bank holiday, which was a chance for everybody then to stay at home and watch the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, or of course get down to London and try and catch a view. But I think the chances of really seeing much from what I saw was pretty remote, so you're probably better off having a look at it on the telly. And Mandy and I did that. We sat there through the whole day, and then try and studiously avoid any sort of repeated coverage in the news or whatever, because that seemed to go on all night. We found something else to watch and to catch up. Seems to be very little coming back over from the Sheffield direction. Most of the traffic is heading to Sheffield in that direction. There's a couple of bits before you start climbing up into the moors where you can sort of divert off to other locations, should you wish. But it really is by about 20 to 1 in one direction now. Perhaps even more than that. Anyway, we are staying alert and poised and ready to get what we can get. Might be time for getting a couple coming round the other way. Well, that's another program in the bag, as they say, and it's been lovely having you along with us on our trip over the Woodhead and back down to Hyde. And it's still September 2022, and yesterday was the state funeral for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and we now got King Charles III on the throne. So all change there, not that much change on the trucking scene though, and it's great to have you along, it always is. And stay well, stay safe, and be good. And be nice to other people if you can, because we're living through difficult times, and I look forward to meeting up with you in the near future. It won't be long before I'm packing up, heading home. Nice brew, nice cup of tea, piece of cake or a biscuit, can't beat it. Anyway, God willing, we're all going to be meeting up in the very near future for another one of our transport adventures. Ta-ra for now, bye everybody.